Hello, so this is how I've lost $6.48 in 31 minutes. So again, just going over, I'm just trading one account because this Apex accounts, they renovate on the 16th. I do not want to be with them back in there, so I want to either pass the account or blow it. I don't care. It's more cost efficient blowing it than winning it. And this one I'm saving for the straddle medal for CPI next week. Okay. So let's go over the stats, the trade. So yeah. So overall, yesterday we closed above this current 1 hour, 4 hour consolidation, right? We retraced and went back higher. So what we expect after the re-expansion, retracement, go back higher, and this is exactly what we had. This is perfect day, above 1 hour order block, 1 hour fair value gap. We expected exactly this. Expansion into retracement into expansion again. Why? Because we have clear targets, not just this one. We had this one right here. And we also have all of this side right here, which are going to be taken eventually. They're too much clean of liquidity, right? So my initial idea for the day was a long back to Asia highs from here to here. Okay. I was waiting for a 15-minute gap right here because my focus now is just being really fixed with the system. I don't want adaptability whatsoever currently. And so this was my initial idea. This was a good trade, actually. This would have been a winner on the before open, but I do not trade before open. I don't care. But this would have been the trade right here. With a tap, no changes to delivery here. You would have entered here, basically. Stop right here, and we've been 2R instantly if you're doing 2R. So after we took these highs right here, I wasn't expecting a big of a reaction here because this is a clear like expansion lower, retracement into expansion, and so I expected this to be like a level that would be broken through and then retrace back and then expanded again. So I was expecting an entry from here. I wasn't very stressed here, actually. I was very confident that we would get one. And here, I had this highs as the clear target, okay? So, I waited for this gap. It formed. And on the 1 minute, I did not wait for a CIST, actually. I did not wait for my usual model for the market structure shift with the gap. Because this like move was so like aggressive, I thought it was going to continue. And probably my bad. And so I was targeting this 4 hour highs. And a bit higher, so like this 2R. Okay. And so what happened was I trailed my stop loss to here. Because if we're expanding above this and we are currently doing on the expansion phase, I don't want the price. I want the price to do shallow liquidity runs and continue. I don't want the price to go back to structure inside of this range, right? And so I got stopped at break even right here, which was, I would not say the smartest move because at this peak right here, I was winning 1K in profits. And since this is an Apex account, I got stopped here, which is minus $6. Which means that even if I did not take a loss, because I did not take a loss, I went from, because this is a 150K account with a 5K drawdown. Currently I have 5.2K drawdown, right? So this means that from this trade, I now have 3.2K drawdown. And that's why I need to go over my data and see if my current profit system is good for Apex accounts. Because this is how they work, right? So imagine you have like, this is your break even, right? You start break even, you start doing trades, you start winning, then you have a break even day. But this is your live trading. Imagine here, right? Here you have 150, you have 1K in profits. But then you close it like a break even at 0, okay? On this day. What happens to your trailing, it's going to be like this. It starts, it continues up, and then it goes up again. Wait, sorry. It's like, instead of like accompanying, it goes like opposite. Like, let me just give you more room. So basically, it's continued like this, basically. Okay, instead of being normal trailing, which would be like this. And so you have less margin overall. So I would need to run the data and see if my profit system is good for Apex or if 1R would be better for the current risk that I'm taking, right? I risked 1,000 on this trade. Okay, so overall, very good trade, very good execution, very good win on markets. After this, I entered on this one, but I wasn't filled. This was the second trade I was going to take, and it was beautiful, but it was not filled. So there was no fill on this trade, and it went without me. And now on live markets as well, you had a fourth trade that would be a winner. So some days this model just goes on a rampage. I need to be able to identify these days better. Why do they happen? When do they happen? Like this day as well. If you did 1R, you'd be done here. If you did 2R, 1.5, you'd be done here. If you did 2R, you'd just now be praying to God. But yeah. But overall, a very good trading day for the model. And so yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to show you guys here. So yeah, this is the $6, a P&L card. And this is going to be, I'm currently going over all the data from this model here. Because here I have 55,999. And I'm inputting all of this data because this is my backtest, this is practicing that I'm doing for this model. I'm currently on June. I want to finish the entire year and then review every single trade to reach conclusions of how I can improve the model, even a tiny little bit, because there's some things that are not really clear on how I'm going to execute long term. And I've put all of this data and reports onto Claude to find out what's the best risk reward for Apex. And currently it's letting me know that the 1R would be better, but I will lose a lot of like realized profits. Yeah, well, it's right, okay. But I only need this until I get above the trailing drawdown. And so it says that on average, like a 1.5R with 850 risk is the best. And scale 50 at 1R, okay. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm probably gonna do, like 1R, 1.5, scale at 50% at 1R. I don't like scaling out, but it's what Apex like forces me to, unless I'm on another firm. This is what I'm gonna do, okay? So yeah, sounds good, sounds like a plan, and yeah, see you guys on the next video. Week 2 is almost done, so expect that soon.